On yesterday's program, I inadvertently allowed on air a listener's call, which on reflection, could have offended members of the Aboriginal community. There were other calls that may have offended Indians, Poofters, Lesis, Dockers supporters, teenagers, people of Middle Eastern heritage, and women. And that was not my intention. The views expressed by callers to this show are not supported by me, my studio guests, or this radio station. It's not like we have any control over what happens here. Just too soft, mate. Nigga, pull the trigger. Like anyone in my privileged position, I am merely a conduit to the listeners, hopefully asking the questions they would like answered. I think if I rub certain people up the wrong way, I must be doing something right, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do that, if I'm doing my job. Alan Carpenter, just who the fuck does he think he is? I have worn heaps of labels during my 27 years as a talkback radio host, opinionated agenda setter, ratbag, redneck, shock jock, champion for victims' rights, bastard, asshole, but most of all, cunt. I'll cop the lot, but what I'm not, is boring. When I talk, the audience listens, but mostly because they can't get a word in edgeways. Truth in sentencing. Pig's ass. Someone has to string these pedophiles up, and I'm just the man to do it. It gets you into trouble sometimes, but I'm not going to change that at all. And I think that, if I had done that, I wouldn't still be around now. So that's probably why I've got more than my share of backstabbing enemies in this town. But they are only a handful. Then again, I only have a handful of listeners. For pensioners, the boom tastes like dog food. Betty is putting her dinner, a pack of dog's bones, in her shopping trolley, while Mavis waits outside the rear entrance to her local supermarket, where staff chuck out discarded lettuce leaves she will wash and use for a salad. At Kathy's place she's eyeing off a meal of pedigree dog food on toast, grimacing ahead of her first experience of pet food. Is this the reward that they get for a lifetime of hard work? I watched some kiddies in their Easter parade this weekend. They died on stage, big time, despite the enthusiastic cheerleading of some of the audience. Does no one teach tap dancing anymore? Who's responsible? We'll be finding out, don't worry. They stunk, and they died. Of course, much of this is just the hate-filled rage of someone that couldn't cut it in the Sydney radio market and had to come back to Perth. And now I can't even attract more listeners than that faggot Beaumont, or that fat wog cunt, Berra. John Hughes, he's an annoying bald cunt, isn't he? Absolutely. People are suggesting that they should give me the bullet, since my ratings are so shithouse. And we all know that if that happened, it would be good riddance to bad rubbish.